Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, a lot of you no doubt will be watching the final season of Game of Thrones, but the Game of Thrones, which is the battle for the presidency of Nigeria, is a war without end, is a war without a finishing line, and is a war that reaches no real conclusion, because it is a battle that's been going on pretty much since Nigeria started as a state, and is a battle that still continues to rage. So now Nigeria has an arrangement between her. Nigeria is broadly divided between the northern part and the southern part. Obviously, it's a lot more complex than that, but those are broad strokes of the division between the country, northern part and the southern part. And the unspoken, unwritten, but agreed position between the northern part and the southern part is that there be a power sharing arrangement whereby the southern part will rule for a two-term tenure, and then the northern part will rule for a two-term tenure, and it will transit back and forth. This is the agreed position. So presently we have a northern president for Nigeria now, who is now on the cusp of his second term. So he's now on the cusp of starting his second term, which would then mean that at the end of that term, power should then transit back to the southern part of the country, based on that unwritten and unspoken but agreed position. So that's well, it is spoken because it's now commonly discussed, but it's an unwritten position. But that is how the power sharing arrangement in Nigeria has been agreed. That is how the power sharing arrangement in Nigeria has been agreed, as I said. But with the northern part now on the final furlong of their tenure, suddenly this whole power sharing arrangement is now being brought into contention, with one of their leading voices, Babachir Lawal, putting missives out in the public space that this is not a constitutional matter, that is not written in the constitution, that power must transit back to the southern part, and there's no reason why it should. So he's now opening that pathway, and when power transits to the southern parts, to the southern parts of the country, by the way, that power effectively transits to the hands of Bola Tinubu, because Bola Tinubu is a guy that has been having that ambition for a very long time. So I'm not going to go through the preamble of this video for too long, because this is a separate video in itself, this conversation that I'm having with you. So I shall do that in a separate video in itself, and I'll just speak to camera and then tell you guys what I'm thinking and invite your thoughts. But really, this preamble is a precursor to this news item that I want to bring to you. So I bring this to you guys now. El-Rufai says it's easy to end godfatherism in Lagos politics. So El-Rufai, Malam El-Rufai, the Kaduna State governor, says it's easy to end godfatherism in Lagos State politics. And what is godfatherism in Lagos State politics? Well, godfatherism in Lagos State politics is effectively Tinubu, because there is no other godfather in Lagos State politics other than Tinubu. So the headline again, El-Rufai says it's easy to end godfatherism in Lagos politics. El-Rufai believes hard work and commitment is enough to end godfatherism in Nigerian politics. Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai believes it's easy to end godfatherism in Lagos and other states in Nigeria if enough people in the business world are committed to it. While speaking at an event in Ikoyi, Lagos on Saturday, May 4, 2019, the governor said godfathers only exist on paper or in the minds of the people. During the event organized by the Bridge Club, tagged An Evening with His Excellency Malam Nasir El-Rufai, Governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai said he defeated all the godfathers in Kaduna politics to become a two-term governor. The governor said he achieved the feat, that's the and then feat, F-E-A-T, by going directly to the electorate, and the same can be done anywhere else, including Lagos. He said, here in Lagos, you have over 6 million registered voters. Only about 1 million voted in the 2019 general elections. 5 million did not vote. If I want to run for governor of Lagos State, I will start now. I will commission a study to know why those 5 million registered voters did not vote. Where do they go on election day? Then I will start visiting them for the next 4 years. I will try and get just 2 million of them to come and vote for me. I will defeat any godfather. The key is to go to the people. The card reader and the biometric register have given us the tools to connect directly with the people. I assure you, if you do that for the next 4 years, connecting with the people, the teen godfather, you will retire him or her permanently. But it is hard work. It requires 3 to 4 years of hard work. So if you want to run in 2023, you should start now. With about 2 billion, if you start, you see these guys with black ties, they will give you the 2 billion. Many of the godfathers are either on paper or in the mind of people in politics. They are defeatable. We retired 4 of them in Kaduna State within a 4-year time, and they are gone. One of them boasted that he put me in the government house and he will take me out. El-Rufai's words will resonate because the national leader of his All Progressive Congress APC, Bola Tinubu, is considered the de facto godfather of Lagos politics, as he had a hand in all 3 candidates that have become governor since he finished his 2-term tenure in 2007. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the APC candidate, who's now governor-elect, was constantly referred to as a figurehead for Tinubu by the opposition during the campaign. Tinubu was also the co-chairman for the 2019 re-election campaign of President Muhammadu Buhari, a close ally of El-Rufai. So there you have it. The Game of Thrones for the Nigerian Aso Rock seat is gathering momentum. So now you have Malam El-Rufai going to Lagos State, the heartland of Tinubu himself, to say that godfatherism is a thing of the past and is something that should be challenged. Now, Malam El-Rufai would not do this casually, and he would not do this off his own back. So it is now a direct challenge to Tinubu to say that, look, we're coming for you. And they've signaled that they are coming for him a long time ago. Because you recall when Tinubu had his colloquium in Abuja, Buhari failed to attend, even though the venue of that colloquium was about 10-20 minutes from Aso Rock, and Buhari was not really otherwise engaged, but just refused to attend. And when Buhari came to Lagos State to come and commission some projects, Tinubu made it a point to be out of the country whilst Buhari was on that visit. So El-Rufai has now been sent now to Lagos State to go and speak to the business community to say that we are going to kick this guy out. Are you with us, yes or no? Because we are going to kick him out, and we are going to finish his influence over this state, whether you are with us or not. So if you are with us, then it's better, so you can pick one amongst yourself to start a new hegemony within that Lagos State. So that is effectively what El-Rufai is saying in Lagos State. Because imagine the audacity. Malam El-Rufai has gone to Lagos State to say that they should end godfatherism. To end godfatherism is what he has gone to Lagos State to give out as a message. So if he's going to Lagos State to say that end godfatherism, then he's effectively going to Lagos State to point his finger directly at the face of Tinubu, because that is exactly what has just happened. Because there's no other description for Lagos State politics other than godfatherism and Tinubu, and we all know this. I don't think anybody is disputing that Lagos State belongs to Tinubu personally, and he plays God over that state and decides on who gets what, who does what, when and where. It has been like that pretty much since 1999. That guy has a stranglehold over that state and is not letting go without a fight. So that fight has now been brought to him by Malam El-Rufai, who has gone to Lagos State at the invitation of the Bridge Club, of course, he would have arranged that invitation for himself, because of course he was intending to go and deliver that message in Lagos State, and he just needed that conduit. So he has spoken to his friends at the Bridge Club, say, invite me down because I have a message to deliver to Lagos State and in Lagos State. And Malam El-Rufai has been on this journey for a good while now. He has been on this journey because I recall a few weeks ago, about a few months ago maybe, he'd been romancing Fashola to promote him as a possible option to run as the Southern candidate for 2023. So if Fashola runs as a Southern candidate for 2023 and El-Rufai then runs as his running mate, as his vice president, then El-Rufai effectively will be the de facto president, because El-Rufai can easily overwhelm Fashola, although Fashola is a tough guy himself, but El-Rufai is a ruthless guy, and I mean, good luck Jonathan, Jadwa and all that. So for me, that's effectively the strategy being played out. They are now looking to break the back of this Tinubu once and for all and break his hold over Lagos State, because if they break Tinubu's hold over Lagos State, then he loses everything, because Tinubu's power base is that hold of over Lagos State. Tinubu's whole entity, his whole mystique, is his hold over Lagos State, because his hold over Lagos State is effectively his hold over the Nigerian state, because the Nigerian state is two entities. The Nigerian state is Lagos State and Kano State. So whoever is going to be the president of Nigeria has to have control of that of those two states. That is why you saw how they went and rigged Ganduje in when Ganduje lost the election, but they said no and they put him back in there anyway, because they need to have that state under lockdown to continue to be in power. So, and then they also need to have Lagos State under lockdown as well to continue to be in power, because as I said, you need Lagos State and you need Kano State to win the presidency of Nigeria. So they are now challenging that Tinubu's hold over Lagos State, though, because Tinubu is using his hold over Lagos State as the base to run for the presidency in 2023. But they are saying if we can get this state off him, then he has nothing, because they do not want Tinubu there, because one, Tinubu is a very corrupt man, we all know that, and Tinubu is also too powerful now for them to control. So if they have Tinubu there, then they would not be able to control him. They might be able to maneuver somebody like Fashola. They would definitely be able to control somebody like Fayemi, but definitely they would not be able to control somebody like Tinubu, because Tinubu is far too clever, Tinubu is far too experienced, Tinubu is far too wealthy, and is far too ingrained within the Nigerian political structure for anybody to control. So it's too big a beast for them to be able to tame. So now, yes, they are challenging one on the sideline, that whole idea of power transiting back to the south, but they are still working on the template of power transiting to the south, and they're now working on the candidates that they would like to be there. So they are trying first to remove the obvious candidates and to quell him down. So the obvious candidate will be Tinubu. So if they quell Tinubu out of the way, then they can then pick either from Fashola, Fayemi, or even the guy that is just leaving Lagos State now. I can't quite remember, Ambode. So those are the three preferred candidates of the north, and with Tinubu being too powerful. So El-Rufai has now gone to Lagos State now to challenge Tinubu directly at his own base, in his own base, and he could never have done that without getting the okay from Malam Buhari first. So Malam Buhari effectively has now sent El-Rufai to Lagos State to go and confront and challenge Tinubu and break his hold over that state. So that is the mission, and that is the opening salvo now that he has fired at this Bridge Club invitation thing that he has gone to do, and 2 billion is the price tag that he has put on it. So there you have it. Godfatherism in the Nigerian political space. Malam El-Rufai, by the way, saying that he broke the back of Kaduna State Godfatherism by hard work is just nonsense. Buhari installed El Rufai as the governor of Kaduna State, and without Buhari, El Rufai will not be the governor of anywhere. He will not even be the governor of his own home. So let's just leave that to one side. That's another video again. But Godfatherism, Lagos State, El Rufai 2023 presidency. Those are the topics of conversation for this video. So come join me in the comment section so we can progress this conversation. But before you come join me in the comment section to progress this conversation, click on the red subscribe button so it goes gray. Click on the bell button, that way you are notified whenever I drop a video. Once you've done both, come join me in the comment section. Let's see what we're making of this Game of Thrones playing out in the Nigerian space. So I'll leave you here, meet you in the comment section, but here I say peace.